Hi, this is Christian and Renee Sullivan. And we're back with the list building series. And today we're going to talk about the lead capture pages and sales funnels. So let me just share my screen. Okay. So what is a lead capture page and why do we have one? So in the previous videos, we talked about having a list, building a list. And basically how that works is you are marketing to your list, your current list or a new list from traffic that you purchase or other means. And people go to a link that you provide, and when they get there, they fill out their information such as email address and name. That page where they fill out that information is called a lead capture page. All right, so from there, they'll fill it out, they'll click on the button, and it takes them to the next step. So we'd like to show you a few examples. Here's one that pretty much explodes at you. Traffic explodes your business, and the right traffic pays your income too. So basically, they enter their name, their email address. Put down my cat because he likes to do these videos with us, but he gets in the way. So. And they click the button. And in this system, it requires a verification code.
While you're getting that, is actually a good thing. It actually, lets the person know that they actually have to confirm that they want that. So that's actually a good thing. That helps them understand that you're not spamming them.
Definitely. I think it's worthwhile to be able to have that. Cool. So here, you saw the capture page and it led to the next step. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But here's another example. Again, capture page, some text. Sometimes you might put a video here with a little introduction, and you pretty much want to keep it short. And I'll just pop it on in here. Again, this is the capture page portion. Once they get inside, they'll end up on the next page, which is the sales page. Okay.
So I'm going to share some of the lead capture pages that I use, just so you can see just different styles of doing them. So I'm going to share my screen. So here's one very simple example of a lead capture page. There's nothing flashy about it. And the reason why it's good to have a variety is that different things appeal to different people. So some people like flashy or, something like the fire like Kristen showed. And some people like it simple. So in this one, it just really talks about, a struggling marketer. Get the details. They put in their name and email. When they click on this, depending on your system, it will be as simple as how Christian showed, where you put a little confirm, code, and it goes right to a presentation. Or if you have an autoresponder that has a double opt-in, you may have to actually open up the presentation in a video. So it really just depends on the autoresponder you're using. So this is one very simple example. Here's another one that's a little bit more, has a picture. This one happens to have a picture of me in the background. And same idea, you put their name and email, and they can click on here to get access to the system. And as Christian mentioned, you can actually have a video. I've had some that have had videos in there as well. And, as I mentioned, having a variety is a good thing, especially when you're doing traffic, because you're going to be appealing to different kinds of people. So you want to make sure that, you just change it up a little bit.
Excellent. Okay, thanks, Renee. What I'd like to do next is show the next step. After they fill out the capture page, they end up on the sales page. And the sales page is where you introduce your business offer to your prospect. It could be a free offer. It could be a business that you're showing them. It could be a product or service. Whatever it is, you're going to show that to them so that they can make a decision, whether or not to purchase. So here's another example. And in this one, again, this is a capture page. They fill out the information, click the button, and they end up on the sales page. On this particular sales page, we're doing a video, and it's laid out in a couple of different pieces, and it could be done in any way, but this is just an example. So if they click Get Started, they can sign up for part of the business, or they can continue in this case. And so they watch all the videos, they click the buttons, they sign up, and the sales page basically serves its purpose. So Renee, did you have an example of a sales page?
Sure, I have a few examples. So in this, actually I'm not sure if I'm sharing, so let me just make sure I share. Okay. All right. So what you're seeing here is an example of what I call a bridge page. And this would be a page that comes after they put in their information. It goes straight to an introduction from me, and then a presentation into the business presentation. And then if they're ready, right from there, they can sign up right there. So this is a bridge page. And the reason why you would do something like this is so that you can actually build a relationship and a rapport with the people who are on your list, by introducing yourself, letting them get to know who you are. And, a lot of the systems that you have, you can have a bridge page like this. But as I mentioned, sometimes if you're using a specific autoresponder, they can't go immediately to a presentation. They would get this bridge page from the first email that they get after they confirm. So another example of a sales page would be, similar to what Christian showed, which would be a funnel. This one happens to be to an instant cash strategy. They would, again, listen to a presentation. They click on the buttons to get to, the actual system, for this example, traffic for that, and then continue on to more. And one other example, which would be something a little bit more simple, this is a very simple sales page that goes straight to a weekly webinar. So basically it would have a little thing at the top, and each week they would have a video of the webinar and a ready to start. So how you create your sales page really depends on what you want to accomplish from, after they're putting in their information. So, you might want a bridge page, or you might want them go straight to a funnel. So you really, it's more about planning out what you really want them to do and what call to action you want them to take, after they've put in their details. So those are just, a few quick examples of sales pages.
Excellent. So I've got one more I can show.
Sure.
And with this one, I've actually packaged the tutorial series into a funnel. This one's a little bit different because I don't have a capture page when you land here. The concept is that I'm really sending them to this tutorial, but in this introductory video, I talk about it. So they can click on the Instant Cash Business, and again, they get into the lead capture page, which sends them to the sales page. Okay, but if they want to watch the videos, they just click on the button, and they could just go through the different videos. And if you're watching this right now, you could be watching it through this funnel, or you could be watching something that Renee put together. And a lot of this might look complicated, sophisticated, but we have marketing software for that. That's something else we'll be introducing in another video. So don't freak out when you see this stuff. It's not as bad as it looks. Right, Renee?
That's right. I mean, it might look complicated, but it's really not. And it might take a little bit of a learning curve, but it's really not that complicated.
All right, and that being said, would you like to show EGN? We have different marketing systems, so maybe you could show a little bit of the EGN.
Sure.
To give them an idea.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to share my screen.
All right, there you go.
Okay. So in here, this is my back office of EGN Marketing, which is the system that I use. And creating a sales page or a lead capture page is actually, you do it both the same way, but it's very simple to do. And this is based on WordPress. And again, it looks complicated, but it's not. You simply go to pages and, whoops, I went to all pages, add new. And for this example, I'll just call this demo 2 because we're just doing this as an example. And anytime you create the name of a sales page, you just go to publish. And then to actually get it, this is the simplest way to actually make a sales page or a lead capture page. And I'm actually going to move me. You basically go into here and there's templates already made in here. So you just go to choose landing page, and in here they call it lead generation. So they give you a whole bunch of different templates that you can use. And again, some of them have, you know, videos in them. Some of them don't. As you can see, as you're scrolling through, some of them have the videos. Some of them are very plain and simple. One of the easiest ones to use, I think, is this one, especially for people just starting out. I'm going to go to load. And basically, I'll move us again. So anything on here can be edited. You could change the background picture. You could change the wording in here, you know, very simply. You know, I'm just backspacing. You know, you just type it in again. I'll move that. If you wanted to change the background picture, so you basically go here to landing page settings, and where it says you can clear that background image, and it goes away and you can upload. And I won't get into a whole tutorial, but you can upload your own picture in here. And you know, one of the other things that I want to just point out very quickly is that the way you connect this to the autoresponder is just by clicking inside that box, connect with service, create a new connection. And if you're using something like Aweber, you can basically go in here, go to the next step, and you choose the list that you've already created and save it. And then in here, you basically determine what you want to have on your lead capture page. I like to have the person's name, so I make that a required field, and it's automatically set to email. I don't like to include the phone number because the more information you ask, the more likely someone's might get turned off. So I don't really need that for my business, so I don't include that. And then here on the bottom, you can reload it, redirect it to a URL, which in my case, because I want them to see my bridge page that I talked about, that's what I'm going to put in there. So I put it right here. So basically, as soon as they put in, actually I'm going to change that to vertical. So when they put in their name and email and they click on here, I would usually say something like, get here, click here to access the information. It will go straight to this bridge page. Okay, so they get that presentation immediately. And then you just save your changes. You know, I just did that in a matter of a few minutes. So, you know, it does not have to be complicated whatsoever. But I did want to show you how simple, you know, if you have a marketing system, how simple it could be to make these pages. And you can go ahead and, you know, show some of your examples as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I think when you hit the download button, it kind of reminded me also what I mentioned before is that it could be anything that you're offering them. Maybe it's a free offer, or maybe it is a sales funnel, you know, the introduction to your business and stuff. So you can really do anything with it. So Renee uses the EGN system, and I use the Power Lead system. Again, the concept is to create the capture pages that we talked about in the sales funnel. So this is more wizard-driven to get started. So if I want to create a capture page, I come through this little wizard. I select, make some selections here. I just pick what I want. You know, for example, oh, I don't know, just pick one. And of course, I've going through this kind of fast, but there's a lot of templates to choose from. And you see these ones labeled custom pages, so you have the capability inside to be a little more sophisticated if you want to. So I'm going to change it actually to this one down here. This has name and email, email only, email and phone. So I'm just going to pick one of these. And again, we're not doing a whole tutorial on the marketing system, but we did want to show you the capture pages, sales pages, and how you can create them as an introduction. So if I save my choice, that was the capture page. And from there, okay, you choose your sales page. So it's tying the capture page with the sales page. Of course, you can go in there, put your own videos, do all kinds of stuff. Let me save our choice. And then you select an autoresponder campaign. You can prepare a campaign, and we'll get all into that in some other tutorials down the road here. So again, it's that easy. So pretty cool. Love it. So yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated, guys. All right, and you know, when you talk to us, we'll certainly lead you through it, whichever system that we're doing. So I think that's pretty much all I had there, Renee.
Yep. The only thing I want to add is, you know, as we mentioned in each and every one of our segments here, you know, whoever invited you to this page, that's the person you get back to find out what system that they're using, and you get that system through that person. It's really important that you understand that, you know, and we're going to stress that each time, just because whoever you're learning from, that's the person that you should always reach out to as far as any system or any program that you're going to do.
Definitely. So I'm glad you brought that up again, because sometimes I forget to mention it. Mm-hmm. But it's really important that you go back to the person who's showing this to you. So I guess on that note, we are making some more tutorials on this. You saw from the funnel that I showed you earlier, that's made to grow. Renee's probably going to have something too to put out with the same video, packaged a little bit different point of view. So until then, see you in the next video.